Nicky Hawkins, outside Old Trafford, sort of.
A few miles away.
A few miles away, yeah. First game of the season, Tom. That weren't fantastic, was it?
No, mate, it wasn't great, was it? Yeah, no, it wasn't great. I think we done all right, though, mate, for the first sort of half hour until they scored that first goal. But then we just seemed to sort of put our head down a bit, didn't we, really? It's the old West Ham from last season. We just put our head down. Yeah, it's poor, mate. To the bottom of the table, to concede, it's one game, but to concede 4, though, mate. I mean, we just let him get into it at the second half, didn't we? It was poor, mate, really poor.
It was a collapse. First goal, I thought it was their first chance. I thought we might have had a chance of getting at least a draw. But when you go in against the Mourinho side and they go 1-up, it's hard to get back. And who was it again?
I know, mate. Yeah, Lukaku, though. I mean, he's just a fantastic, isn't he? And he's a thorn in our side, mate. It really, I
think he looks through that fixture list.
Yeah, he's rubbed his hands together again, And I think everyone was saying, I heard on the way back, like they were saying, like he didn't score one game, so he's like, but now it's 11-11 because we got the 2 goals. I mean, it's 11 goals against us. I know 9 of them at Everton. It's just poor. But he done well for that first goal. I thought he missed it, to be honest, mate. It was off the post and it went in. But yeah, again though, mate. I mean, at that first goal come around, Obiang. I mean, today, mate, he was. I think it's the worst performance I've physically seen him play in a West Ham shirt. He was awful today.
Did we look ready?
No,
from pre-season, do you know what I mean? Because it looked a little bit, after about 50, 60 minutes, we seemed to fade out the game a little bit, and they really put on the pressure then.
I mean, I questioned why he took Noble off, but apparently he was knackered, and I didn't think he was. I thought Noble was really great, but yeah, you're right, mate. It looked like they're still in sort of pre-season mode, really. Yeah, it wasn't great, mate. There was no. You can see Chicharito. He was getting the hump like with him. He was saying to him, "Why are you not running?" He was getting the ball. He was actually being more of a playmaker today. He wasn't striker. He was getting the ball in really good positions. And he was like, "Who is there?" And he was kind of, "How are you?" He was going to go, "Why are you not running?" And Arnautovic, "Why are you not running?" And I thought Arnautovic today was like, "All right," but he had a chance to get 3 or 4 balls in that box, corners and crosses, free kicks, and he was poor, mate. He was absolutely poor today. He's balls into the box, poor, absolutely poor. I think we'd have done all right if Carroll was on the pitch today, to be honest, mate.
Well, yeah, I was going to say that Carroll, and we seem to struggle a little bit in the layers of play. We seem to have 5 players forward, 5 players back. There isn't no depth to the team, is there, without like Lanzini coming and picking up and running at players.
But even Lanzini today, mate, I don't think we've done much because we wasn't running. You're right. You are right. It was like we was in sort of like pre-season. You're right. It looked like they were unfit. As funny as that sounds, it looked like we was unfit, and it was just poor around, mate. And that's not what you want, really. First game of the season, yeah, it's always going to be tough to get anything from that game, But first game of the season to concede 4, it just sort of puts a bit of a, it takes the shine off it a bit.
I was talking to an ex-pro during the week, and he told me because of the Old Trafford game, if you get a pound in there, when they used to get drubbings of the first game of the season, you want to get back in front of your own fans. Next week we're away.
This is what I'm saying, mate. It could work. I mean, it could work really bad against us, being away all these games. We could be, after the 3 games, we could go to Huddersfield game Monday night, and they could be. They had a fantastic result. No one's expecting Huddersfield to do anything this year, but they can come to us, mate, and it's going to be a tough game, mate. We could already be sort of like looking up when we're going to get our sort of points and after 3 games. And it's a really bad situation to be in. You're right, mate, and that is down to the situation with the stadium. It's absolutely pathetic, And you're right. Yeah, we could really be in some shit after these 3 games.
All right, Tom. Well, don't panic yet. We've got to say
No. Look, it was always going to be a tough ask to go to Old Trafford to get anything, mate. But to see the manner we did and to sort of capitulate the way we did in the second half, it was just awful, really. It was poor. That second half was absolutely poor, mate, from us, really. And there was a few players that were really bad. I thought Zabaleta was fantastic, though, mate. Yeah. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. He was brilliant. You can see the class.
Best of the debutants, I think.
Yeah, best of the debutants. Yeah, Hernandez had a good game, though. Yeah. I mean, everyone's going to say conceded 4, but you're only as good as your defence, mate, and you really. He ain't no longer got the sort of Man City sort of quality players. He's now got, unfortunately, he's got our sort of quality players. But we are conceding a lot of goals, though, Nick. It is very, very worrying, mate.
All right, Tom. Thanks very much. Cheers, mate. Thank you.